Hey warriors, pause right here, just for a beat. Inhale deep and hit yourself with this. What if the grind you're killing yourself over is the very thing blocking you from truly living? What if this endless chase, proving, battling, morphing into some better you, is just barricading the real you that's already standing there? So many of us bolt forward, lungs burning toward that shiny future self we swear will finally cut it. We grind deeper, stretch longer, carve out more of our souls, all betting on that exhale. I did it, but catch this snag. That exhale, it ghosts you. The tape stretches farther every time. The bar jumps higher. What felt like enough flips to not even close, and bam, you're right back on that hamster wheel, drained to the bone but chained in place. Mornings hit like you're already lapped, trailing in a marathon where everyone else crosses first. You stack yourself against ghost standards, skinnier, richer, bolder, more locked in, and somehow every mirror lies, not enough. Full stop. Beneath it all simmers that ache, whispering your bleeding hours. That the party's pulsing out there for the chosen, while you're sidelined, biding time for your shot, biding to feel prepped, biding to earn worth, biding for a nod that screams you count. But imagine I lean in and say that biding, it's the slow poison, not the storms or the scars. It's the faith that one day, after stacking wins, patching flaws, forging enoughness, you'll unlock triumph. Then the air flows free, then peace crashes in. That's the snare, the scam that shrinks you. Truth is, triumph isn't hoarded at some summit of hustle. It's unlocked now, in the lens you train on your own skin, and the step you take through this raw second. No smoke, no fairy dust, just a core flip in what winning even spells. Picture an old-school wisdom, forged in the gut-wrench of total collapse, dropping this bomb. The arena you sweat in, it's a sideshow. The true arena's inside. It's the you that rises sharper as the edges crumble. It's rooting deep when the storm howls wild. It's ironclad, not 'cause you're bulletproof, but 'cause you've quit begging the outside world to fill your gaps. This ain't feel-good fog. This ain't grin and bear it vibes. This is spotting the script that's rigged to leave you hollow and torching it. The second those chains glint clear, you walk off the board. Right now, I'm laying out 10 anchors that'll rewrite your self-map and your days. No armchair fluff. No shelf sitters. These are levers. Pull them true and watch the rewrite. Your presence sharpens. Choices cut cleaner. Pressure bends instead of breaks. Wins and wipeouts both glow different. If you're drained from that endless whisper saying, "You're just not enough," this one's calling your name. If you're sick of hitting pause on your dreams, waiting for that mythical someday to arrive, lean in. It's yours. If you're done with the endless act and craving the raw pulse of real living, stick around. These words? They're your crowbar, prying open the bars of the headspace that's held you captive too long. But first, let's lock this in. Smash that like. Leave your mark in the comments. Pass this spark to a friend drowning in the same doubt. Hit subscribe, because the fire we're about to ignite, it'll rewrite your story. And watch it all. No fast forwards. If this hits your core, type it out below. I am already victorious. We're off. Number 1. Quit the tryouts for a spotlight that's already yours. Right now, you're rehearsing lines for a part fate handed you at birth. Hustling to justify a seat at the table that's etched with your name. Chasing green lights for a path no one else gets to gatekeep. Picture it. You bite your tongue mid-chat, terrified of the side-eye. You shrink your wins, whispering it was nothing to dodge the brag label. You mutter sorry for breathing the air, for claiming your corner. Every hedge, every mask for a nod, it's all one big callback. But here's the lightning bolt of liberation. There was no cattle call. No one's doling out your days on probation. Your heartbeat, it came sans fine print. No tallies for trophies, looks, wins, or charm to cash in for the right to exist. Your breathing, end of audition. You're the star of this wild script called you. Drop the sides. Walk on stage. Imagine the fuel you're torching daily on this approval treadmill. Polishing replies till they gleam. Curating your armor from closet chaos, feeding them echoes of their echoes instead of your untamed truth. Gauging your gravity by thumbs-up tallies, heart emojis, nods from folks so tangled in their own auditions they couldn't spot your glow if it blinded them. It's a soul-suck, pure waste. Remember that ancient tale of the crown who cloaked in rags, roaming his realm incognito. Days blurred into bows before his own folk, pleading for scraps of acclaim, praying they'd glimpse his gold. The gut punch? Not their blindness. It was his amnesia, losing the throne under threadbare lies. That's your loop in every validation hunt, sovereign in pauper's weeds, begging gatekeepers for keys to your own vault. Owning your win isn't chasing tomorrow's crowns or alternate skins. It's reclaiming the now you. Flawed, fierce, eternal spark in flesh. A soul wired for wonder, value etched in your bones, steady as the stars through any storm. No tryouts for tenderness, no tests for dignity, no bribes for chances or circles. You arrive whole, fierce, no footnotes. Those who see your fire, they earn the warmth. The rest, their shadow, not your eclipse. This isn't a freeze frame on effort or evolution. It means you quit seeking approval from the outside to own your ground. You quit dimming your light so others can shine brighter. You quit auditioning for acceptance when you've long since cast yourself in the lead. The tryouts are done. The role's yours. Step into it fully with fire. Quit lurking off stage, hoping for a cue. Stride center stage in the theater of your existence and claim your spotlight. Not with swagger, not with excuses, just solidly, with the steady assurance of one who knows this is their rightful home. Own it right now in the comments. I belong here. Number 2. Your serenity is off limits. In this world, nearly everything's up for barter, except your calm. But that's precisely what folks hand over first. Chasing cash, approval, connections, chances, or the mirage of mastery. You haggle away your peace whenever you nod yes to a screaming no. Whenever you linger in talks that sap your soul, swallow disrespect you never earned. Whenever you dim your truth to soothe another's ease. And the payoff? Tension coiled tight, bitterness brewing, burnout's slow creep, and a resume that gleams but leaves you echoing empty. You earn claps from crowds who see the mask, not you. You stack wins that echo without warming the ache. You claim it all, save the one gem that counts, that deep exhale in your own company. Ever heard of BATNA in deal-making? Best alternative to a negotiated agreement. It's your anchor. You don't bargain blind. You map your exit ramp. The instant you mutter, "This trade's theft, I'm gone," frame your piece as life's ultimate BATNA, your unbreakable line. When any soul, scenario, or shot demands you forfeit your core quiet, that's the signal. The toll's excessive. You exit, not in a storm, not in spite, but in crisp awareness that no outer gain eclipses your inner gold. Folks cling instead, gripped by dread. Dread of solitude, of scarcity, of labels like trouble or ungrateful. So they grind in gigs that grind them down. They nurse ties that tether like chains. They embrace affection laced with strings and storms. Yet fear skips the math. Endurance always extracts more than escape ever could. You imagine safeguarding by enduring the sting. but truth. You're eroding your truest asset, your selfhood, embracing life as the victor. It demands guarding your peace like buried treasure, because often it is. Peel back the layers, the noise, and what's left standing? Your essence, your power to stand steady amid the whirlwind. That's the real trophy. That's triumph unadorned. This isn't about turning icy or adrift. It's about forging fences, about sharpening your yeses and nos into blades of clarity. You evolve into the kind of soul who gets it. Genuine connections, true shots at the stars, and love that sticks don't demand you carve out pieces of yourself to fit. Your piece, that's the bedrock. All the rest stacks on top of it. Rock solid, and you're unbreakable against the storms. Cracked even a little, and the whole damn thing tumbles. No triumphs, no cash stacks, no corner office glow can patch that void. When you've drifted from your core, nothing lands right. No more haggling with your worth. No more bartering scraps of your spirit. No more undercutting yourself for folks or gigs that glance past the gold you're bringing. Draw the line in the sand. Step back when it calls for it. Pick you, not out of greed, but out of that sharp, clear-eyed smarts. 'Cause someone centered and calm, they're a rarer gift to the chaos of this world than some checklist conqueror who's hollowed out their own heart in the chase. If you're planting that flag right now, show it to me. My peace leads the way. Number 3. Victory isn't the pile you hoard, it's the weight you shed. The world tallies wins by your haul. The zeros in the bank, the rungs you've scaled, the extras you've tacked onto your days. But the deep stuff, the quiet might, the elder kind of knowing, that's tallied in the ghosts you've left behind, the chains you've slipped, hoardings for amateurs, zero guts in gobbling it all up, lunging at every dangling carrot, clutching every frayed tie, stacking stuff and strings and snarls till you're buried. Piling on, child's play. Carving away, that's the forge where legends get hammered out. Ditching a poison of a partnership, heart hammering at the echo of empty rooms. Victory. Bolting from a fat paycheck that's gnawing your spirit to bone. Victory. Dropping the ego's itch to always claim the last word in a spat. Victory. Turning your back on payback when the world's carved you up. Victory. Too many souls stay snared because they've tangled their shine with the junk in their fists. They whisper that unclenching is defeat, that backing off is bust, that a firm no is just FOMO in disguise. So they dig in, they grit through the grind, they swallow the ache, slapping labels like dedication or ride or die, or toughing it out on the slow bleed. But draw the line. Grit versus cage, vow versus venom, allegiance versus erasure. Spotting that split, it's the rift between those who wield their lives like thunder and those who just scrape by in the shadows. Old tale of the monkey snare, hits like truth serum. Trackers carve a gourd, bait it sweet, lash it to a trunk. The gap lets in an empty palm, but chokes on a greedy curl. Primate dives for the prize, locks tight and seals its fate, rooted there, snarling at shadows. Liberty dangled inches off, one twitch from the taking. All it needed was the mercy of empty hands. Sound like home? Rings true for every last one of us. Caged by our own clutch on the dead weight. The gigs that drain us dry but pay the bills. The bonds that bruise but we've sunk years into. The stories we tell ourselves that shrink our wings but feel like old sweaters. The old wounds we nurse like shields 'cause fury feels like armor. Living. As if victory is already yours isn't about stacking prizes, it's about grasping that the real prize is what you have the wisdom to set free. It's summoning the resolve to declare, this no longer aligns with me, and the bravery to step back, no matter the ache. The greatest life architects are also virtuosos of release. They refuse to grip tightly. They shun coercion. They loosen their hold on connections, results, or old selves that have outgrown their space. With quiet elegance, they let slip what must depart, secure in the faith that destiny's gifts demand no self-sabotage. Pause and scan your world today. What grip are you maintaining that's truly chaining you down? Which tie, conviction, obligation, or thing is forging your cage? Imagine liberation's shape if you dared to unclench your fist. To all poised to shed their burdens, I stride forth in resolve. I release with power. Number 4, you're forging a legacy within. The world fixates on the facade we project, opinions swirling in others' heads, the digital echo of a name, the lens of colleagues, feeds, or neighbors. We polish our persona like a trademark, sculpting the veneer for public gaze. Yet a deeper legacy simmers, one of boundless weight. The bond you're weaving with your own spirit. It's the silent ledger logging each vow you tender or shatter to yourself. Each dawn you pledged to rise and lingered in bed. Each crossroads where truth beckoned, but ease prevailed. This ledger dwells solely in your depths. No outsider audits it. No soul detects your quiet erosions. Only you witness the fractures, and that raw awareness, that core trustworthiness, anchors every facet of your existence. Snoozing past your alarm, you're seeding doubt's vault, doom scrolling over pages, you're casting ballots for a self you quietly disdain, muting your truth when it cries out, you're schooling your essence that it whispers in vain. Flip the script, and the alchemy reverses. Fulfilling your pledge, motivation be damned. You're stacking bricks of self-faith, upholding your solitary oath. You're affirming an ally worth relying on. Opting grit over graze, you're sculpting a figure you salute in the mirror. This inner ledger births your truest poise, not from mantras, mindset shifts, or borrowed praise. Authentic assurance springs from proof. You're steadfast. Your inner declarations carry weight. You're no hollow echo of intent. Recall those you lean on beyond your skin. What seals your faith? Their deeds echo their declarations. They deliver without fail. They've etched a chronicle of dependability. Forge that same pact inward, living like you've already claimed the prize. It demands you honor your own vows with the gravity you'd give to anyone else's. Hell, even more so. Why? Because self-doubt crumbles your core. If you can't rely on you to step up, grind through the grit, deliver when it counts, the rest of the game collapses. Sure, your public image bounces back from scandals, slip-ups, the works. Folks move on, clocks tick. You can claw back their good opinion, but that inner voice, it's your constant shadow. In every choice, every split-second pause, every unguarded stare into the glass where only your reflection judges. Quit shattering those private oaths. Ditch the tomorrow that's code for forget it. Cease selling out the soul stuck riding shotgun with you till the end. Begin modest. Nail one habit. Stack the proof you're reliable. True triumph, not dazzling the crowd. It's forging a self you admire, a self whose self-sworn pact carries weight. That's the quiet revolution that rewires it all. If self-faith is your forge, own it. To myself, I deliver. Number 5. Your benchmarks blueprint your world. Life doesn't hand you desires. It mirrors your allowances. You don't score what you crave. You settle for what you stomach. Let it sink in. Scan your setup today. Bonds, battles, backdrops. They thrive because you've greenlit them deep down. That slight you're swallowing. You let it slide once. Now it's routine. The half-assed hustle humming around you. You nodded along so it stuck as norm. That cage of existence, when you sense your wings could span skies. You've shrugged and stayed put. And so it holds. No finger pointing here. This is fuel. See, your leniency sketched this scene, so recalibrating your bar can redraw the map. Folks set ceilings for ambitions, but floors for the fallout. They chase stars yet lounge in the mud, crave dignity but chew crumbs, hunger for bloom but bunker in the cozy, demand peak but pardon the passable. Your thresholds, they're the unseen barriers boxing your days. They gatekeep the keepers, evict the echoes, not for scorning the crowd, for saluting your spark enough to draw the line. This is my floor, non-negotiable, not from superiority, but self-sovereignty. Slack bars don't dodge the letdown, they lock it in. Swallowing scraps isn't grace or grit. It's schooling the universe you're disposable. Your lines are lint. Your no folds to whatever. Enter the tide rule. Drop a vessel in the sea. It floats flush with the surge. No leap, no lag, dead level with the deep. Your days crest to your criteria, not your wishes, not your what-ifs, your criteria, period. Living as if you've already won means adopting winners' standards, not out of arrogance, but from deep self-respect. It means choosing what you'll accept and what you won't, then guarding that boundary fiercely, especially when it stings the most. This plays out in every corner of your life. The way you allow others to speak to you, the effort you settle for from them, the work you stamp your name on, the spaces you linger in, the excuses you let yourself slide by with. Elevate your standards and watch everything else lift in tandem. Not overnight, not without pushback, but relentlessly. The universe mirrors what you prove you'll tolerate, not the dreams you whisper about. Quit enduring the nonsense you've outgrown. Quit justifying those who keep revealing their true colors. Quit endorsing actions that clash with your principles. Quit shrinking into setups that demand it. Draw the line. Stand by it. Step away from what falls short. Not in a blaze of fury, not with theatrical flair, just steadily, with the unshakable poise of someone whose value isn't on the table. Your world will realign. It always does. Those who demand more from themselves swear by it. I deserve better. Number 6. The fight you're dodging is sapping your strength. There's a talk you owe yourself, but you're sidestepping. A choice you must own, but you're delaying. A reality staring you down, but you're feigning blindness. And with each dodge step, it weighs heavier. Each evasion, it swells bolder. Each denial, it claims more of your fire. Dodging masquerades as armor. It whispers of safety, of self-preservation, but it's a lie. You're not shielding, you're stagnating. You're bartering fleeting ease for enduring frailty. You're picking the ache of inertia over the sting of evolution. Here's the truth about these shadowed skirmishes. They don't fade. They lurk, they fester, they multiply. That prickly dialogue, time only sharpens its edges. That thorny verdict, neglect clouds it further. That dread you're fleeing, hiding lets it balloon. Too many chase shadows their whole lives, circling the same handful of clashes, the reckoning with a parent, the severance of a lifeless tie, the pivot in a soul-draining job, the wall you must erect, the honesty you must unleash. They craft lifetimes of detours around what one brave breath could shatter. And the toll? It's insidious, a slow bleed. Each unclaimed conflict leaches your vitality, not in thunderclaps but in drips. You rise weary. Anxiety gnaws without cause. Irritation simmers. Focus fractures as some inner sentinel patrols, burying the beast. What burns more fuel than charging into your wars? Skirting them. What's tougher than that raw exchange? Hauling its ghost for one more endless season. You know what's worse than the ache of change? Sticking to the familiar, convincing yourself it was your call all along. Living like you've already claimed victory demands staring down the shadows you've dodged. Not out of some mythical fearlessness, but because you get it. Courage isn't fear's vanishing act. It's choosing what counts more than the terror gripping your chest. Winners don't sidestep the thorns. They stride into them, not for the thrill, but because it's the only path forward. They know the version of themselves they're chasing waits beyond the unease they're ducking. That conversation you've buried, dig it up and have it. That honesty you've swallowed, spit it out. That tie that's strangling you, cut it loose. That leap you've mapped in your mind, jump. That support you're too proud to seek, reach for it. That grace you're withholding, extend it freely. Will it sting? Without question. Will it twist your gut? Every damn time. Will you make it through? You've outlasted every storm that's battered you yet. This one's no exception. The instant you quit fleeing and lock eyes with what's lurking, the ground tilts. Not merely out there in the world. Deep inside, you snatch back the strength you surrendered without a fight. You transform into the kind who doesn't duck life's punches. The kind who steps up, chin high. That war you're circling? It's the very clash you must wage to step into your true skin. If evasion's lost its grip on you, declare it here. I face it now. Number 7. You're not shattered. You're still shaping. You've been handling yourself like a glitch in the system. A core flaw demanding a total overhaul before you earn your spot at the table. That one toxic story, it's stripping you bare, piece by piece. You're not fractured. You're unfolding. You're not faulty. You're forging ahead. You're not some pristine prototype that cracked. You're raw material, right on schedule. Every legend stumbled as a fool first. Every pro was a fumbling novice. Everyone you envy wrestled the exact insecurities, panics, and flops you're tangled in today. What sets them apart? Not destiny or raw talent. It's that they refused to bail on their own potential when the road got rugged. We're drowning in a culture peddling polished triumphs, burying the grit. You glimpse the masterpiece, blind to the crumpled sketches piled high. You spot the thriving empire, deaf to the lean years of scraping by. You clock the poised figure, oblivious to the dark hours they sobbed, doubting they'd ever crack the code. So you stack your messy drafts against their glossy premieres and whisper, there must be a defect in me. I must be irreparably cracked. I must be the lone soul sinking this deep. I must be wired wrong, uniquely beyond repair. That's the deception. That's the snare. That's the cage holding you hostage. Living like the wind's already yours means owning this. You're planted precisely here to bloom where you're headed. Every stumble's schooling you in lessons triumph skips entirely. Every setback is a quiet redirect, steering you toward something brighter. Every moment of feeling utterly lost, that's you carving your true path. You're not lagging behind. You're not arriving too late. Your past doesn't ruin you. Your stumbles don't disqualify you. You're learning, you're expanding, you're evolving. And that journey, this wild, tangled, ache-filled unfolding, is precisely the magic meant for you right now. Quit waiting for some flawless, fixed version of yourself to dive into life. Quit insisting on perfection before you dare to begin. Quit whispering to your reflection that you're not ready yet. You are ready, right here, unfinished and fierce, because showing up messy is the bravest art there is. The Japanese call it kintsugi. A shattered bowl isn't discarded or concealed. It's mended with molten gold. Those fractures, they don't diminish it, they elevate it, turning scars into shimmering stories of survival. The breaks birth its deeper beauty, its unyielding grace. That's your story too. Every fracture line you trace as damage. It's the very seam where your light seeps in, where your strength forges, where you turn achingly real, deeply seen, gloriously alive. You're not shattered beyond repair. You're shattering illusions, breaking free. You're not crumbling. You're clicking into your rightful shape. Lean into the unfolding. Lean into you. You're sculpting the exact soul the world craves. To everyone mid-metamorphosis, whisper it fierce. I am becoming. Number 8. Your silence isn't neutral. It's consent. When injustice flares and you hold your tongue, you're not preserving harmony, you're endorsing the chaos. When disrespect unfurls before you and words die unspoken, you're not master of nuance, you're accomplice to the slight. When you choke down your honesty to dodge the storm, you're not safeguarding the bond, you're forsaking your fire. That hush echoes louder than thunder. It broadcasts your limits, not the ones you preach, but the ones you permit. It signals to the universe, my ease bends before your ease. And the fallout? You fade from your own narrative. You witness betrayals of your core values and stand mute. You endure cruelties you know you outgrew and nod along. You spot the spark to ignite truth and douse it, all to sidestep the squall. But that squall doesn't vanish. It burrows deep, twisting into bitterness, rage, a venomous disdain for the mirror's gaze. That inner murmur hisses, why'd you swallow it again? Why this endless surrender? Why so damn small? Silence's toll isn't theirs to bear. It's yours, carved from dignity, from the throne of your own worth. From the clear-eyed stranger you refuse to claim, we hush from terror, of clashes, of exile, of capsizing the calm, of ripples we can't reel back. But we blind ourselves to silence's tidal wreck, the slow erosion of your roar. They never tally the toll of selling themselves out, time and again, for the illusion of peace. There's a line between picking your fights with smarts and dodging every skirmish from sheer terror, between savvy tact and flat-out freeze, between calculated quiet and gutless hush. And deep down you sense it. You sense that twist in your core each time you muzzle yourself while your spirit howls to roar. To live like victory's already yours, it demands your voice. Not flung wildly, not laced with venom, but raw and real. It demands voicing the unsaid, even as your words waver. It demands rising for justice, solo in the spotlight. It demands rejecting your own fade out. This isn't about turning combative or brash. It's about turning true. You declare, that doesn't sit right with me. You declare, my view's a different shade. You declare, something here's off, let's unpack it. You declare, this crosses a line. You don't utter it to reshape the world around you. You utter it because muting yourself shrinks you, dims your spark, hushes your hum, erodes your worth, beginning with the worth you claim in your own mirror. Your voice? That's your force. Your honesty? That's your blade. Your readiness to break the quiet? That's the divide between souls scripting their days and those scripting everyone else's script. Quit handing your say to shadows of dread. Quit letting unease gag the urgent. Quit bartering your core for fleeting calm. Speak through the squirm, especially through the squirm. If this stirs your reclaiming, own it out loud. I claim my truth. I speak it fierce. Number 9, delay is the deadliest gamble. You tell yourself it's prudence, plotting, biding for that golden hour, those flawless conditions, that peak of poise. But nah, you're not biding, you're burrowing, and slapping sage on it doesn't soften the sabotage. That flawless hour, myth, that seamless spark, mirage, that dawn of total surety, pipe dream. Because poise isn't some vibe that hits. It's a verdict you drop. And chasing the vibe? That's panic in sage robes. Each dawn you stall on launching that venture, another's already airborne. Each dawn you stall on airing that truth, the chasm widens. Each dawn you stall on, flipping the script. You're scripting stasis and calling it rehearsal. That's no blueprint. That's blindfold bluff. We've swallowed the lie that peril hides in motion, in the leap, in the lay it bare. But the sharpest hazard, the stall, the shove tomorrow, the squander of seasons chasing grit that only sparks in the stride you dread. Crave the real stakes? Exhaling your last with visions vaulted inside. Hitting life's curtain call, stunned you rehearse the whole act but skip the stage. Glancing rearward at every one day that could have flipped to this dawn. The icons you chase, they didn't linger for the green light. They gunned it through the fog, forged their fire in the fray. They embraced the raw rush, they stumbled ahead. They grew through doing, not dreaming of doing one day. Embracing life like victory's already yours means seeing the launch as the triumph. The instant you step in, you've crossed the line. Not with victory assured, but because you've shattered the true barrier, inaction itself. You're holding out for certainty before leaping, yet certainty blooms from the leap. You're pausing for vision before choosing, but vision sharpens through choices made. You're stalling for courage before advancing, but courage is advancing through the fear. Each dawn you dodge steals a dawn forever lost. Each chance you shelve may vanish before your I'm ready arrives. Each soul you're delaying to reach could slip away before bravery catches up. Time's the sole treasure you can't replenish. Forge fresh wealth, weave new bonds, master new crafts. But time, you can't summon seconds from thin air. This slice of now is your full allotment. And every tick wasted in hesitation is a tick surrendered from truly being alive. Quit craving a nod from the world. Quit chasing flawless skies. Quit expecting terror to fade. It lingers. Charge through the tremble. Launch amid the flaws. Launch right here. The tombs overflow with souls who chase that elusive someday. Sidestep their shadow. Dive in chaotic. Dive in daunted. Dive in this instant. For dawdlings the gamble no one's wise to wager. Those who pick motion over stall declare, I ignite now. Number 10. Right here pulses your evidence. You've hunted signs you're sufficient, valued, vital, rifling through triumphs, ties, applause, wins, combing the outer chaos for inner truth. Yet each outward quest for the soul deep leaves you hollow, but you've overlooked the obvious, the evidence you crave. It's yours already, not arriving tomorrow, nestled in today. You're tasting it this very beat, these very lines meeting your eyes. That's your exhibit. Exhibit of enduring every assault meant to shatter you. Exhibit of hungering still for wisdom, for expansion, for effort. Exhibit of that unyielding spark in you, defying surrender when surrender tempts most. You're present, pulse steady, posture unbowed, battling for a bolder you, a brighter path. That's no frailty. That's your strength etched bare. That's resilience radiating. That's the conquest you chased afar. Each inhale affirms your spark endures. Each hurdle hurdled affirms your might. Each rise from ruin affirms your iron core. Each nod to evolution over ease affirms your vow to evolve. No outer echoes required to claim your place. No laurels needed to etch your value. No chorus of consent to seal your sufficiency. The proof lives in your grit, in your showing up, in how life has thrown curveballs at you over and over, and yet here you stand, unbroken, embracing life like you've already triumphed. That's about owning this truth. You are the proof. Forget the trophies, the titles, the praise from the crowd. It's you, raw and real, your story etched in scars, your choice to rise when the floor drops out. Quit chasing that distant milestone to stamp your value. Ditch the myth that one big win will unlock your arrival. Newsflash, you've arrived. You're breathing. You're aware. You're pushing forward. That's the full win. Etched in this instant. Right here, in the thick of it, is every validation you crave. Not lagging behind, not racing ahead, just anchored in this breath. This lesson carving you sharper. This version of you unfolding exactly as it should. You've chased proof like a prize to snatch. But it's not a hustle, it's a revelation. See it for what it is. Your mere being is the ultimate exhibit. Flip that switch and the world tilts. No more auditions, no more scrambling to justify, just pure, unfiltered living. Your value isn't hoarded in tomorrow's vault. It's scrawled across yesterday and today. In the nights you clawed through defeat, in the mornings you laced up anyway, in each inhale whispering, I'm not done, I'm in it. There's light beyond this shadow. That's your evidence, your crown, your unbreakable core. Own it fully, declare it loud, I am enough. You crossed the finish line of survival, and damn, that counts heavier than you know. The masses tap out at the first wall, but you endured. That whispers volumes about your fire. This live like a winner vibe. It's no fluffy hack. It's a seismic realignment of your lens on self and world, ditching the tally board that never tallied your soul, realizing the sprint was always solo, inward, that the prize dangled just out of reach was yours in every defiant step, every authentic flash you let shine. You don't crave extra hours, extra tools, extra nods from the gatekeepers. You crave release from the stall into the seas. Grab hold of your strength, your raw, your unapologetic pulse, your license to sprawl wide in this universe without a sorry in sight. All we've unpacked? Pointless if it gathers dust. These aren't shiny ideas to nod at, they're blueprints to build on. Kick it off now, in your next choice, in the whisper you gift your reflection post-scroll. The planet starves for souls who've traded the stage for the stride, the beg for the bold grunt, the all or nothing for the quiet fullness of enough. Victory, not in stacking it all, in shedding the need for any of it to feel whole. You've claimed the throne, you just craved the echo to make it real. Now stride like it's gospel. If these words cracked something open in you, fan that spark. Don't snuff it. Smash the like button. Share this with someone who's tired of feeling like they're losing. Drop your the most powerful takeaway in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel. We're forging truth together. You've triumphed. Ditch the outer stamps. Stamp the comment with this: I thrive like a champion. We are grateful for your ears. Now seize the throne that's waited patient.